Hey everybody, Mr. Morrell here, and we're going to start our new trimester and our new unit, and I hope you're super duper excited. First trimester we spent a lot of time talking about balancing equations. We were looking for numbers or pairs of numbers that would balance equations. We're going to be doing something similar for the second trimester, only it's kind of like a different it's like a different mindset. Instead of like kind of plugging in two numbers at the same time, the idea here is that we always talk about a function machine. The idea is going to be that we will input a number into this machine-like thing, and it's going to send a number out. And it's going to be called functions. So this very first assignment is about mappings, and it's kind of trying to show you different ways to see inputs and outputs together. So here, if you look at level 1, we're just supposed to kind of talk about different ways in which these input-output relationships are seen. And here's the set of words that we need to use, and let's go ahead and do that. If we look at number 1, well, that's pretty easy. That's a table. That's something we've seen before in the past. Number 2, that's a graph. Number 3 is a set of ordered pairs. And number 4 is called a map. You could call it a mapping as well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's what we'll start with there. So what we're going to do now is show the relationship between all of these things. So let me go ahead and slide the page up. And we will do number 5 together. So in number 5, I gave you a table of inputs and outputs, x values and y values, and we need to make a graph, a set of ordered pairs, and a map. Now, something we've been talking about in class is how there isn't really right or wrong ways to do this kind of a thing as long as you have the correct numbers paired together. But at least in my class, we are talking about like having good manners when you make things like that. So for example, it's good manners when you make a table to have your x numbers in order from least to greatest. And then you would just put whatever matching y numbers there are. Like you'll notice in this example, they're not in any particular order at all. So let's go ahead and find the ordered pairs. So if I'm going to map negative 3, 0, remember your x values always tell you left and right. Your y values tell you up and down, because that's our x-axis, there's our y-axis. So negative 3, 0 is the point right here. 0, negative 2 means I go over 0 and down 2. 1, 1 means I go over 1, up 1. 2, 4 means I go over 2 and up 4. And 6, negative 1 means I go over 6 and down 1, which is right there. Now, we're going to write our ordered pairs. And again, ordered pairs can, of course, be written in any order as long as you got the right numbers paired up. But it's usually good practice to make sure the x number's in order. So I'm basically just going to write the ordered pairs of the table in the order that I see them. So we've got negative 3, 0, 0, negative 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, and 6, negative 1. Super duper easy. Now, maps are new for us this year, but you have seen them before, I believe. And the best way to do maps is we are going to have our x values on this side, our y values on that side. And the manners for maps is that we always put the x values in order from least to greatest. And we put our y values in order from least to greatest. And we never write duplicate numbers. So if by chance there were like 2 negative 2's, we would only write it the one time. So we've got negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 4. Then to finish up the map, we want to draw arrows from our x value to our y value to show the relationships there. So we've got negative 3 to 0, 0 maps to negative 2, 1 maps to 1, 2 maps to 4, and 6 maps to negative 1. Alright, so I'm going to let you go ahead, and you can pause the video now if you want to go ahead and try 6. In question 6, pretty easy stuff. I give you the ordered pairs, and you need to write, I give you the graph. You need to make ordered pairs, maps, and tables. And remember your etiquette. make sure your x values are in order from least to greatest on this, and then you'll write the corresponding y value. Then make your ordered pairs and make your map. Alright, let's go on to the next page, and I'll do part of this question. I'm not going to do the whole thing for you, but it's super easy. Now, I did this on purpose to kind of trick you. I did not follow etiquette here with the ordered pairs, but I expect you to follow your etiquette as you fill out your table and your map. So I'm going to start with the smallest x number is -4, and then the matching y number with that is 5. The next biggest x number is -2, and matched with that is 1, and it's going to be helpful for me to cross those off. Then I've got 0, 0, 2, 3, and 3, 2. Then you go ahead and make a graph. There isn't really any etiquette there because you're just putting dots on a graph. And go ahead and make your map, and make sure you put your y values in order from least to greatest. And let's go ahead. I'll help you just a little bit on level 3. So on level 3, we've got a map. Why don't I go ahead and make a graph for you, and then I'm going to let you make your ordered pairs in your table. So on this one, I know that -2, 0 is one of the ordered pairs. So I'm going to go back 2 and up 0 right there. Then I know that -1, -1 is one of my ordered pairs. So it goes right there. Basically, every single arrow that you see is going to represent an ordered pair. So maybe instead of doing it the way I'm doing it, maybe I should do this. So then my next arrow that I see is this one. 4, 3 is an ordered pair right here. Then I've got 5, -1. Excuse me, burp. And after that, I've got 5, 2. There you go. Okay, and then what we've got down here is typical level 4 question. I've got a story problem. And then your job is to make a table, a graph, ordered pairs, and a map. And then to use your knowledge from first trimester to make an equation. Really, really easy homework assignment here. Nothing too exciting. Just practicing and learning about inputs, outputs, and maps. So I'll see you in the next video. Make good choices and all that stuff.